Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the pre-market pulse scan. Today is Tuesday, March the 7th, 2017. The time is 7:45 a.m. or quarter to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, starting with overnight price action. The bond market is holding steady, only down a tick at this point. It's trading at 149.01. The Dow is down 21 points at 20,937, and the Nasdaq 100 down 6 3/4 points at 5354 and a quarter. S&P down 3 1/4 points at 2372 quarter. Russell down 1.20 ticks at 1381.6 or 1381.60. The Nikkei is off 20 points at 19,310. The crude oil is up 27.5 cents at 53.47 and a half, and the U.S. dollar is up 13.5 pips at 101.77 and a half. Gold down $2.50, trading at 1222.90. Silver is off almost 6 cents at 1771 and a half. Natural gas or nat gas is off about 52 cents at 284.90. And let's see here. Right now we got, that's it. That's it for right now. Okay. All right. So you see that the gold market is steadily slipping and getting weaker and dragging silver down along with it. Silver's not so far removed from from the $18 mark. Gold is actually quite removed from that 1245 range. That's not a good thing, being down 20 bucks like that. So we have some weakness on the chart. Markets are not behaving the way you would think here, but the good news is on the daily chart for the gold, we are oversold, okay? The question will be, is it going to lock in and just by way of gravity pull prices lower? You can see it's a little bit clearer when you look on the weekly chart. It's clear that price is now slipped below that 1223.20 trend line support on the weekly chart. That is bearish. So it will hopefully find some support around that 1206 level. If not, then that puts us below the Kumo cloud, and then we have a freight train all the way into the 1100 handle. So these are things we need to watch for. Can the markets pause on a dime? Can they recover? Markets can do anything. They can do whatever they want. It depends on if they're more buyers than sellers or vice versa, and to what thrust we get on that. So we're just going to be looking at it. Let's see what the pulse waves have to say about this confusing time that we're in. All right, so let's pull it up. We will go with our in play tab because that is what we like to stick with. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? All right, looking at today's rally alerts. And we do have quite a few that are in play today. All right, starting with our futures, we see we have palladium and silver futures actually have rally alerts. Alcoa has a rally alert. We see one in the gold space. We have the DGP has a rally alert, which is interesting. Dust also has a rally alert along with the DSLV. So kind of mixed signals here. I don't know how the DGP is catching a possible bid here. This is going to be interesting to watch. And then we got, let's see, in your natural gas, we do have a rally alert in the gas L ticker. GASL. That's going to be interesting. See how that manifests today. Then we have, let's see, K92, which is, I know, some of you guys' favorite. That actually has a rally alert in it. Knick Knack Paddywhack has a rally alert in it. We'll see what can happen there. We also got one in one of the things, which is Netflix. It has a rally alert. Pretty Ricky has one. Looks like Silver Wheaton has one. Taser has a rally alert. And what else we got? UGLD has a rally alert. Interesting. And so does USLV. This is interesting. So we got rally alerts in the UGLD and the USLV, but we also have a rally alert in the DSLV. So this is interesting. DSLV has both crash and rally alerts. Interesting to see which one of these play out today. As far as anything that's looking oversold, that would be the lean hog futures. They're looking oversold today. All right, let's take a look now at some crash alerts that we may have here. See what's going on. Anything of note. DSLV and USLV both have rally and crash alerts. DGLD has a crash alert. Let's see. Oh, Goldman Sachs financial sector has a crash alert. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's see here. What else we got? We got the ZSL. Nestle has a crash alert in it. Cocoa Futures. PepsiCo, which is a very big player in the cannabis market, has a crash alert. Bitcoin Group, the actual shares of stock, has a crash alert, but it's also trading in the Kumo cloud of death. GameStop has a crash alert. No, say it ain't so. Well, I guess I'll be able to get some cheaper games on trade-ins. Gotta love that. All right, let's see here. JNUG and Nugget both have crash alerts. These two are very interesting, and I'll tell you why. First of all, both of these have been in a bearish retracement off of the bull market highs. So the question is on both of these, JNUG and Nugget, will we get more follow through to the downside? The crash alert has more meaning, especially when you're in the midst of whether it be a minor or a major trend. So I do believe that the supports will be taken out, possibly in both of these today, especially seeing how weak gold is. So that is very interesting to say the least. Now, when we come over here and look at what the readings are for gold, the system is still short gold. What does that mean? It means that the indicators have not changed and they're still locked in on the bearish side of things. Notice your trend reading in the up and down trend columns and the negative momentum columns. All right, so this thing is still in the beginning stages. The system has been short since the low got taken out on March the 1st. Okay. So March the 2nd, we got that violation, and it's been heading lower ever since. So we got to take note of that. Now, if we flip it a little bit and go over to the mining sector and take a look at what's going on there, the first thing you notice is that GDX and GDXJ are locked in on a bearish retracement off the bull market highs as well. Can't ignore that. That is pretty significant when you see that. So as goes the GDX and the GDXJ, goes the mining sector as well. Can we find support today? Can the markets reverse and turn? Yeah, anything's possible. But taking a look at these entry points, you have to admit they are far removed from the market. So that means that any sign of a light and a pop that you may see today will most likely be quickly sold. Okay? So you need to be mindful of that and watch these supports, because as they are taken out, you could see acceleration to the downside. Downside acceleration comes quickly in a bearish market. All right? So just keep that in mind. And poor snap. Now, I don't have enough data to get it here on the sheet, but I'm going to work on seeing if I can do a workaround on that as I get time later on today. And then I will add it to the sheet because I think it's a perfect candidate to sell short. It's perfect. Pull it up here. As you can see how nasty the chart looks. Very nasty. We hit a low of 22.75, and that is pretty disgusting. Then it managed to rally itself back up to 23.35 in the overnight market, and now here we are at 23.10. Look at this chart. That is disgusting. Look at that. Ooh. So on the weekly chart, mad bearish. You pretty much have a bearish engulfing candle on the week. That's a done deal. That's a top. Can everybody say top? Top. Top. Sell short. Sell short. On an intraday basis, this market needs to close above 24.11 on the 4-hour chart to put an end to the downtrend. Failure to do so will most likely lead to more and more selling. I anticipate that we might get a bounce up to this trend line right here at 24.51 before seeing more selling. It's possible. Right now, though, it's already beautifully set up for the next short, the next leg down. But in case you get a retracement, that's probably what's going to have some problems at, and then get right knocked back down again. So this is what we're looking like so far. So far, anyone who put money in this, someone got filled up here at this 29.44. Just keep that in mind. And they're hurting right now. They're hurting badly. They're bleeding. They're hemorrhaging and wondering, when is medical help coming? And unfortunately, if this thing falls back down after the opening bell, there's no help coming. And that's a sad, sad scenario. So with that said, remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. Peace out. Eastern Standard Time. All right, starting with overnight price action. The bond market is holding steady, only down a tick at this point. It's trading at 149.01. The Dow is down 21 points at 20,937, and the Nasdaq 100 down 6 3/4 points at 53.54 1/4. S&P down 3 1/4 points at 23.72 1/4. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Pre-Market Pulse Scan. Today is Tuesday, March the 7th, 2017. The time is 7:45 a.m. or 7:45 a.m. East. Crude oil is up 27.5 cents at 53.47 and a half, and the U.S. dollar is up 13.5 pips at 101.77.5. Russell down 1.20 ticks at 1381.6 or 1381.60. The Nikkei is off 20 points at 19,310. The